chatter isn't helping any. Tried everything, you know. It's hopeless. For God's sake, can't you be quiet even for a moment? I never gave up. I just wanted to get out of here. Don't you play games with me. You can count yourself lucky I'm tied up. What a stroke of luck. You turned up just at the right moment, lad.
What are you doing here?
Well, nothing much. I was standing around when someone decided to tie a tree to me. It's awful. Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever?
Would you be so kind?
Sure. Why not?
It's lucky you happened to pass by when you did, lad. I hate to think what beasts might be lurking in that forest. I'm, watching... You can count on that. Doing great, lad. Get them. Don't let them bite you.
What's that you got?
It's not easy to talk with my hand. It's bound. Could you please untie me? Come on. Oh, thank you, lad. I'd like to embrace you now that I finally can.
That's all right.
What do they call you?
Henry of Skalitz. And you are?
Magister Voiticus ex Aridus. A pleasure to meet you, Henry.
And what exactly were you doing tied to the tree, Voity?
Why don't you just call me Voiter? It'll save us both a lot of time. Well, the thing with the tree is a bit complicated. How can I explain? First of all, you should probably know that I'm a painter. And apart from a few unpleasant moments recently, I spend most of my time over there, at the castle.
And you were looking for inspiration by the tree, or what?
Of course not. I ended up there partly because of my own curiosity, and partly, because of the rash nature of others.
All right. So what exactly happened to you? And try to make it clear.
They nearly shot me, then beat me up, and finally tied me to a tree. That's what happened.
You know what? Tell me the whole story nicely from the beginning.
Actually, this whole day got off to a bad start. I went for a walk to Slatigo. The scenery there is lovely, and I needed to clear my head a bit. But imagine, an arrow almost hit me. These two fellows had set up an archery range among the trees, but they somehow failed to notice they were next to the road. By way of apology, they invited me over, gave me a bit of wine to calm my nerves, and one of them offered to play dice. But he seemed to win suspiciously often, if you get what I mean. I noticed he was secretly turning the dice, and naturally, I got angry. But instead of apologizing, he started shouting at me, and his mate whacked me over the head with a stick, and then I woke up here.
Well, you're pretty lucky you survived at all.
Luck had nothing to do with it. It's all thanks to you, my friend.
Ah, don't mention it. I was happy to help you.
Really? Then maybe you could help me one more time. It certainly wouldn't be for free.
And what exactly am I supposed to help you with?
Leaving me here for the wolves apparently wasn't enough for those two. They robbed me as well. Just look around.
Can you even tell if something's missing in this mess?
Yes, my dice, and especially my set of brushes. I could live without the dice, but I can't paint with chicken feathers.
All right, I'll help you. But I won't do it for free.
I wouldn't ask that of you, my friend.
All right. I'll make damn sure those two give everything back.
Thank you so much. But if I may ask, try to persuade them by words, not by the sword.
Am I really supposed to ask them nicely? You don't expect that to work, do you?
There are already too many killers in this land. We don't need another.
By the way, what were you actually doing with that skull? It almost looked like you were talking to it.
Well, sometimes I just do that to sort out my thoughts. Better than talking to myself, don't you think?
There might be something to that. Just recently, I was talking to a ram.
I hope you were only talking. The skull is simply something like my personal muse. It notices things I can't see, then tells me about them so I can paint them.
Tells you? You don't mean that literally, do you?
Well, even things without a voice can speak to you, my friend.
So what is your name then? Voita, or that Voiti something?
Well, that depends on who I'm talking to and where. But for you, I'm simply Voita. Nothing else is worth mentioning or appropriate to say.
All right then. I'll go and look around for your thieves.
Thank you. I'll head back to the castle for now and think of a way to repay you for all of this. You'll find me in the loft, in the tower called the Crone. But first, I'll tidy up here a bit, and most importantly, finally have a sit-down. You know, I was standing tied to that tree for quite a while, and these legs of mine aren't the youngest anymore.
What is it, Mutt?
Mutt! Come here. Come here. Mutt!
Huh? What do you want at this time of night?
What are you doing here?
Right here? Oh, me and Clovis have a sort of temporary home here. I'm Ura Hawkeye. And you are?
Henry of Scallis.
Hey, Henry, have you ever tried popinjay shooting? If you've got your own bow and a few groschen, we can start any time.
Shall we measure our archery skills?
With pleasure. Got something to... Except it's pretty dark now. Take care for now. What the...
Shall we measure our archery skills?
With pleasure. Got something to wager?
Oh, damn.
Well, get one yourself. See you later, my friend.
Shall we
With...
I'll check if... All right.
See you later, my friend. What? I must be mad. I suppose it was nothing. my respects.
What are you doing?
Right here? Oh, you're a Hawkeye.
Henry of Scal...
Hey, Henry!
What's your friend like?
Clovis? We've known...
Is it just me? Or do you not seem too fond of that nickname?
Not really. Four Leaf came up with his and insisted I needed one too. Well, so I'm Hawkeye. Not the greatest, right? But I never thought up nothing better, so I'm stuck with it.
How about you're a falcon? It's shorter and fitting.
Oh, every half-blind fool calls himself Falcon.
Does the name Voiter mean anything to you? Master Voiter?
No. Who's that supposed to be?
The painter you left tied up at the edge of the forest under a Trotsky.
I don't know who you're talking about.
You don't really want to talk about him, do you? Did he do something to you?
Not entirely. That is, maybe. The whole thing was really weird.
Why did you beat up Voiter like that?
Well, it was mostly Clovis, although I nearly hit him with an arrow first.
I heard that part already. What happened next?
Well, we brought him here, but then he started saying all this strange shit. He had a skull with him, like a real human skull. He wouldn't let go of it. And I honestly couldn't tell if he was talking to us or to it. So I asked him what he was up to. And he says this skull sees things he can't see and tells him stuff.
What exactly did the skull reveal to him?
Like, it said I looked like some captain from Colleen who sired a lot of bastards. So I might be his son. And it's true I'm from Colleen, and I never knew my pa. Only the captain's brother, he said, is hunting down those bastards and killing them so they can't claim any inheritance rights.
And you believed him?
It was really convincing, I'm telling you. When that fella talked about all them murders, I felt like the Grim Reaper was breathing down my neck. He would have told me more. But then Clovis hit him with that stick, because he saw how shaken I was. And you know the rest.
Well, that's quite the tale, but you could have kept it to yourself. Voiter told me what really...
Horse shit, I'm telling you! Not a bloke, more like...
Did it not occur to you that something could happen to that man if you left him tied up somewhere?
I told Clovis that, but he said someone would definitely find him and set him free eventually. That's how it was, innit? You found...
He's fine, but it was a close call. He nearly got devoured by wolves. Luckily, I happened to be passing by.
Phew. He was weird, sure, but he didn't deserve that.
Where'd you have the loot?
What loot?
Don't lie. You took Voiter's brushes and some nice dice. Or is there something else missing?
Well, I've got some brushes here, and Clovis has a few new dice, yeah. But that's it, nothing else.
You know what? Hand over the...
Look, I'd love... This whole thing stinks. How do I even know you really know the painter?
Honestly stole?
Doesn't matter anymore.
Look, you've already run into Voiter once, and you're still clearly shitting yourself from it. And now imagine what he'll do when I tell him you won't return his stuff.
If he cries into his pillow over them brushes at night, I'm sorry. But I'm just not handing them over to you that easily.
What use would paintbrushes even be to the likes of you? You just like to show off with that bow, don't you? And then secretly scribble lewd pictures?
Fine. Let's settle it with a shooting match.
Oh, damn.
Well, get one yourself. Take care for now.
Good dog, man.
Courage.
Hey there, stranger, come and join us, if you mean no harm. There's plenty of room by our fire, and if you're up for it, we can play a game of dice together.
How do you and you...
I play dice, he shoots arrows. So, unless you're...
How about...
What game would you like to...
Nice.
Let's play!
Aw, you pooch.
Come on then, show us what you can do, unless you're playing for the first time. I hope I'll throw higher. this. These ones here. That's as far as I go. It's yours.
Damn aching legs.
Here. Like this. These ones here. What? Oh, come on! Here. That'll do me. Roll. Enough. I'm stopping. I simply can't believe it. Why did I even wager it?
My humble respect.
Are you being cautious?
Greetings, my friend. Farewell, good sir.
This way, perhaps.
This way, perhaps.
What are you looking for?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Ah, don't be like that. Perhaps I can help you. What's up?
I'll tell you, but pray keep it to yourself, will you?
Of course.
I'm looking for treasure. I have a map to it, but I'm not sure I'm going the right way.
Well, let me see it. Perhaps I can help you.
So you can commit it to memory and double-cross me? Over my dead body?
Do I look like a thief to you? You'd be hard-pressed to find a more honest person than me. I'm just trying to help.
Well, all right. Well, want it back straight away, you understand?
Yes. Don't worry.
Here you go. Give it to me!
Here you go. I can't help you, I'm afraid. It doesn't ring any bells.
Thanks anyhow.
Whoa!
Keep close to others. How are things at home? Calm down a bit?
I'm in no mood for nonsense. So no messing about. Got it?
Don't worry. I'm a saint.
You better be.
My God,
I need a bath.
aye, the baths are open.
I'd like a...
Great, but it'll cost you.
I'll gladly pay you.
Wonderful. You'll see. You'll be happy to come back here. Look, don't try that again. I've no need for stuff like that. Oof. I'd rather wash mine as clothes than this.
Mutt!
Be careful. It isn't safe around here.
I've got the stuff they stole from you.
You must have been sent by God himself. Thank you.
It's nothing. But tell me this. What kind of trick were you playing on me? I asked those two what happened, and they said it was you who started the argument.
Me?
They said you suddenly started acting really strange. What actually happened?
Nothing. If I did anything odd, it was only after they hit me on the head.
Are you sure? Those two seem pretty shaken up.
And I nearly got eaten by wolves and have a lump on my head. Can we agree it's my word against theirs?
You didn't provoke them? I talked to both of them for quite a while, and they both said the same thing. If they were lying... I'd know.
Fine. I didn't tell you the whole truth. Even before I almost became a practice target, I wasn't in the best frame of mind. Maybe I started telling them something their empty heads couldn't understand, and they took it out on me. But can we finally stop going into this over and over? Tell me, how did things end with those two? Did you settle things peacefully?
Yes. Both of them are alive and well.
I'm glad to hear that. Thanks again for your help. And don't think I'm going to express my gratitude only in words. I promised you a reward, and you'll get it. Here, take these dice of mine. They've brought me nothing but trouble. And to be honest, I wanted them back just so I could give them to you. And not just them. You know what? I'll paint something on your shield. Judging by the look of you, that could be a very useful reward.
What do you mean?
You may have the face of a village lad, but you're a warrior. Even my painted skull can see that. And it's got no eyes.
That's a really nice reward. Thank you.
If you want, we can get started right away. What do you say?
Why are you painting here in Trotsky, of all places?
Because I can. An artist goes where the work is. They don't get to choose. One day you're decorating a cathedral, the next you're illustrating letters.
I thought monks in monasteries did that kind of work.
And you'd be right. Well, mostly. A monk will illustrate a book for you, but nobles and clerks are more interested in letters and contracts. Every year they have stacks of them written, and they all have to be nicely decorated.
How much do they pay you here?
Not enough, friend. Definitely not enough to make up for all the trouble this job gives me.
It's intricate work, isn't it? I saw a workshop in a monastery once where monks copied and illustrated books, and they didn't look too happy doing it.
And they don't even create anything themselves. They just follow patterns. But someone like me has to think 3 times about where the first stroke of the brush will go before even starting. In short, you need a subject, and it's out there somewhere.
I don't know. Your little walks don't usually end well. Can't you just paint here? Nice and quiet.
Of course, I could sit on my arse and paint only what the lords tell me to. But I work differently than other painters. I've got much higher ambitions.
I'm curious what you'll paint on that shield. What can I choose from?
Whatever you like that my paints and skills suffice for. First, tell me if you want an open ground, or if you'd like the shield halved, or quartered, or maybe have chevrons. Then we'll decide together on the colours of the individual parts. And to finish it, I can even paint some figure there, like Lord von Berghoff has his winged fish. Watch out, though. It won't make a noble like him out of you. And if it turns out you don't like it, we can always start again.
Can you paint a shield for me?
By all means. What shield is it to be?
Well, I don't actually have one with me right now. I meant more like someday in the future.
Very well. If you bring me a shield, I'll be happy to transform it into a work of art.
Do you still need help with something?
Do you feel like you haven't done enough yet?
I simply like being... useful. That's all.
Really? There aren't many people like that. Tell me, Henry, do you believe in signs?
I would say so. I believe in them.
So do I. And I think that the fact you found me and saved me was no coincidence. We were meant to meet.
Why do you think so?
Call it vanity if you want, but I've spent my whole life yearning to create something truly great and meaningful. Something that would remain after I'm gone, so that even 100 years from now, people would know that someone named Voiter lived here.
I don't know. I don't know many painters by name.
No? What about Master Theodoric of Prague? Or Giotto of Florence? And surely you've heard of the works of the Parlour Workshop.
Well... All of those are more like... exceptions, aren't they?
And that's exactly what I want. To change. Believe me, one truly exceptional painting would be enough to make me one of the greats. And here in the Trotsky region, they say there's a place that could serve as my inspiration. Unfortunately, no one really remembers where it is, but you have already proven yourself to be quite skilled at finding lost things. Maybe that's why fate brought us together, to help me with my life's work.
It really doesn't just sound like a coincidence. What kind of place are you looking for?
Well, I hope you won't think I'm a heretic, but I'm curious what people believed in before they'd heard the word of the Lord. What did they think would happen after death? And where did they worship their idols? And they say that such a place can still be found in this region, a shrine where the pagan god Velez was worshipped in ancient times. Have you heard of him?
Unfortunately not. Our parish priest in the village only ever talked about one god. The true one.
Velez is said to be the ruler of the underworld and protector of cattle. He looks like an ordinary man, but he's got horns on his head, so people sometimes mistake him for the devil. So, what do you say? Will you help me find his shrine?
How do you even know that such a place exists here?
It told me. That is, I heard about it from the locals. Around Trotsky, there are still plenty of pagan sites. Maybe you've noticed them too, have you? Not that I'd think anyone still prays at them, but they're here.
Why are you interested in things like this? You're not... you know...
A pagan? A madman? Or perhaps the devil himself? Who knows?
Very droll. I don't know. It all sounds like blasphemy to me.
Nonsense. This is common in art. Take a closer look sometime at paintings of saints. There's always a few hidden symbols or references to old gods in them. And did you know that some churches even stand on the sites where pagan shrines used to be? That can't just be a coincidence.
All right. I'll help you. What do you need me to do?
Go to Vidlak Pond, north of Takov, and talk to the old woman who lives there. You'll find the place easily. They tan hides there, so you'll smell it from miles away. The woman's name is Kvietoslava. She should know something about the shrine.
Are you sure the old woman knows anything about the shrine or Velez?
Absolutely. I've walked around Vidlak myself. There's a place on the hill above the pond that's called the Witch's Grove. I thought I'd find the shrine there, but unfortunately not. No horned head. So I asked the fishermen and tanners down below and found this Kvietoslava. But getting anything out of her is no easy task.
Didn't she want to talk to you?
Well, she wanted to, sure. But her memory isn't what it used to be. First, she mistook me for her husband. Then her grandmother. Then she tried to feed me garlic soup. And finally, sent me off into some swamp.
Where did you say I could find this Kvietoslava?
West of Takov, by Vidlak Pond, among the tanners. You'll know it by the stench. It nearly turned my stomach inside out.
Where did you say I could find this Kviatoslava?
West of Takov, by Vidlak Pond, among the tanners. You'll know it by the stench. It nearly turned my stomach inside out.
Where did you say I could find this Kviatoslava?
West of Takov, by Vidlak Pond, among the tanners. You'll know it by the stench. It nearly turned my stomach inside out.
You better watch out. Got it? I'm not doing anything. You're doing a great job keeping watch. I'll have a look.
Nothing to your liking, sir?
Good wife, do you know anything about a shrine around here?
Come closer, lad. Now that I see you up close, aren't you? No, you're not. But you look just like him.
Like who? Who are you talking about?
My Vlasta. It's been so long since I've laid him to rest. I've been a widow for... So many years. But I still look out for him every afternoon, expecting he'll come home along the stream. He'd always pick me flowers. And when I greeted him, he'd grab me around the waist and spin me until my skirt flew. And all the dances we went to in our younger days.
That must have been a long time ago.
And he wrote me poems. And whispered them to me before bedtime.
Did you end up living here all alone? Don't you have anyone to help around the house?
The children went out into the world and my husband went to heaven. That's life. Benish, who was sent here from Trusky, helps me sometimes. He doesn't say much, but he's a good worker.
Sorry, but I'd really like to know if there's a shrine around here. It might have pictures or statues of bulls.
Bulls? My grandmother used to tell me stories about one like that. But maybe it was just a fairy tale.
And did she say where it was?
Maybe. Oh, I don't know, lad. My memory's failing me.
It would really help me if you could remember the shrine. What might refresh your memory?
I don't know. Since Veloster died, I've been completely useless. Honestly, I kind of hope I'll forget him soon, too. Maybe then I wouldn't miss him so much.
Come now. You're supposed to remember the good things. You said he used to pick you flowers, right? Well, I could do that too. Maybe it'll help jog your memory.
Well, if you really want to cheer up an old woman, Fluster always picked me valerian. Made the whole hearthroom smell lovely dried out.
Valerian or Vlasta?
What did you say?
Nothing. I'll pick some for you too. Fresh and fragrant. I'll be back in no time. Does valerian grow nearby? Or will I have to run halfway across the countryside for it?
What's this? A young lad and his knees already hurt. Just head down to the stream or the meadow behind the cottage. It's only a few steps.
Is valerian your favourite flower?
Yes, yes. Not everyone likes its scent, but honestly, my Vloster wasn't the best smelling either. You know, a tanner.
Show me your wares. What the?
Hey, you!
Yes?
How about stretching those limbs and getting some light exercise? Shall we spar? Who's this that chance has brought my way? I'm Peter, but everyone calls me Hornet.
I'm Henry, Scallis.
Forgive me, but you don't look much like a nobleman.
That I am not.
It's just when you say of Skallets, it has a noble ring to it.
Well, it's just my way of saying I'm not from these parts. Besides, my name doesn't hold a candle to yours, Hornet. How did you come by such a moniker?
After a fight, my opponents say the blows I give them are right stingers. Want to see for yourself?
You roam the world challenging random passers-by to duels.
Exactly.
Is that how you make a living?
Ah, no, not like that. I move from village to village, and people pay me for whatever they happen to need. Sometimes I'm asked to lug some stuff. Other times I guard a caravan. Occasionally I get to intimidate wretches who refuse to pay their debts, as long as I'm getting paid.
You enjoy scaring people in debt, huh?
That doesn't come into it. I've nothing against them. I get paid to deliver this and that from so-and-so. After that, it's none of my concern.
A mountain of muscle for sale.
Exactly. And there's no harm in pitting your fighting skills against someone now and then on the road. Especially when money's involved. So, what do you say?
What are the rules?
I have two. One, always put some money down. Two, don't get killed.
Pretty simple.
Exactly. Take a sword, a mace, whatever you fancy. But no bows or any of that shit.
A shield?
Yeah, sure. Just a fight close up. We stop when one of us is ready to drop.
All right. I have to go.
God be with you. What can I do for you?
I have to...
See you soon. My friend. What can I do for you? Exactly. Now you're talking. What are we fighting for?
I have a proposition. If you win, you take the money. If I win, you teach me some of your skills.
I can tell you how to improve your stamina.
That's my wager.
Ha! You wanna try me?
That was a good fight.
Good. Very good. Perhaps I'll have better luck next time. So, you wanted to know about stamina. It's a good idea to start by limbering up and stretching your body a bit. Then you won't strain your muscles as often. This may sound like cheap advice, but it's not something that should be underestimated.
I'll bear that in mind. Thanks.
Hey, I'd like a word.
You're in for an arse-kicking, you piece of shit! Mutt!
There we go. You're always welcome here.
Does Valerian grow nearby?
What's this? A young lad and his knees already hurt. Just head down to the stream or the meadow behind the cottage.
My humble respects. You ever came master, eh, Mutt?
good dog, Mutt. Show me.